How do I pray?
You make a wish and lift the Buddha.
I wish they could understand how badly I need this.
Now, make the wish again. If you cannot lift the Buddha this time, your wish will be granted. Are you okay?
No Meckles. You there for the rice or the re-education camps?
I was there to track down my biological parents.
Like a salmon returning to the stream where it was born. Did you become whole again, or did you get eaten by bears?
They denied my existence.
4 parents, and not one of them taught you to cover your mouth.
My God, it looks like they cut you in half.
Doctor, we're her parents.
I'm just a technician. Her doctors will be by letter. You can schmooze that.
Can you let them know that we went by her apartment, collected all her medication?
I'm a technician and a doctor.
You went through my apartment?
We found alcohol. We thought you'd quit.
Did her drinking cause this?
No.
Can you tell her it did?
Licorice root.
No thanks, I'm good.
I threw it to you for a reason. That's what the Chinese doctors gave her. It contains glycyrrhizin.
They were treating her for SARS?
Not very effectively. But SARS explains the cough, causes hypoperfusion, which explains the ischemic bowel. It's perfect.
Lung involvement isn't very severe.
Okay, well, let's call it ours. Start her on ribavirin and interferon.
It's back. This is where the pain all started. Ow!
She's tachycardic. Get a crash cart in here.
What's going on? I need to know what's going on. That's my daughter.
Her liver's failing. It's not SARS.
Nicole had a clot in the hepatic vein. Chase sucked it out, saved her liver.
No signs of a tumor or venous malformations. Nothing that could cause...
She's an addict.
Drugs and alcohol.
She's a smoker. Combine smoking with any one of a dozen genetic disorders, and she's a clotting machine.
Multiple blood clots would tie together bowel ischemia, lungs, and the liver.
We need to pinpoint which defect she has so we can start her on the right anticoagulant. Draw her blood. Let's find out which genetic gift her genetic parents gave her.
We have these 2 categories, inside and outside. Patients stay inside, and then when they're better, we let them go outside.
Thanks, but they don't let you smoke inside. So why don't you go back there and give me 5 minutes outside?
Make a fist. Such a beautiful day, we thought we'd do all our doctoring outside.
People stare at me anytime I'm out with my family. It's like a puzzle. Which one of these things doesn't belong?
Belonging's overrated. I was adopted by a white family when I was 9. I like being different. The view's better from the outside looking in.
Must be easier to be different when you're a success. Is that a problem?
This is why we prefer inside. Nicole, lie still. This will only take a few seconds.
1 millimeter cut through upper abdomen.
She was adopted when the parents thought they couldn't have kids. Then they had 3 more. She took the message as thanks for playing, but we have our real children now.
And the real children probably think they're accidents while she was handpicked. Everybody's got problems with their parents.
She's an addict. Something went wrong.
And it has to be the parents. Magnifying pancreas.
I'm not saying the parents screwed up.
You're saying you like her, so you don't want her faults to be her fault. But they're someone's fault, and the only other people you know are...
CT confirmed gallstones. Normally not dangerous. Almost everyone has them. But sometimes...
They kill you?
Yep. Unless I take them out. We do it laparoscopically. How long has that urine been brown?
Kidneys were fine this afternoon.
They're not now. It's not the gallstones.
Differential. Say you're a middle-aged Chinese woman.
Fine.
Say it.
I'm a middle-aged Chinese woman.
Girl comes to you, says that she's your long-lost daughter. How would you be frightened?
I'm frightened because she's a threat. Maybe she knows something.
She hasn't seen you since she was an infant.
Maybe an inheritance issue.
You're peasants.
Her very presence is a threat. What year was she born?
83.
She's not supposed to be alive. China introduced the one-child policy in 1979. Say they didn't want a girl. They tried to kill her.
Maybe the baby doesn't die. Maybe the father panics or regrets it, takes the baby to an orphanage. Maybe he doesn't tell his wife.
Who freaks out like she's seeing a ghost 25 years later when the girl shows up?
Why does attempted murder from 25 years ago suddenly become relevant to her health now?
Maybe they gave her something toxic. It would have to be fat-soluble.
This is fun, isn't it? Let me see the MRI.
We don't have one.
She started vomiting as soon as we started the scan.
I'll let her vomit through the MRI. That's what nurses are for. Her parents tried to kill her. I don't know how, but I know it caused her to get sick 25 years later trying to lift a Buddha. Explain. I already had this conversation with Wilson. Just go with it.
Poison?
Buddha wouldn't make it worse.
Maybe the weight stressed her back, which...
Makes sense if she's never lifted anything in her life.
She actually didn't get sick till she tried lifting it that second time. I'm guessing the weight changed.
Anybody have Taub's pager number?
What's up?
Maybe give him a call. He tosses that switch on the MRI, she's dead. X-ray her brain. Pins. Push them through the soft fontanelle of an infant. You skewer the brain, and the hair hides the entry wounds. It's the perfect crime.
She's had them in her all these years.
What changed at the temple?
Same thing that changed in the MRI. Shockingly, not all religious leaders are honest. I'm guessing these particular monks are bilking the faithful by pushing a magnet up Buddha's butt. There's another one under the table that'll repel or attract depending on how you shift it. And she picked up that magnet and moved one of the pins deeper into the sympathetic nervous center of her brain. This sent a signal through the nerves to the blood vessels in her small intestines. Caused the symptoms in China and in the giant magnet we call an MRI. She's lucky. We're all screwed up by her parents. She's got documentation.
The pins will be removed surgically and she'll be fine. We'll wake her from the coma after the operation.
Is there any way you could not tell her?
Please. She's fragile. She desperately wanted to know her biological parents. For her to find out that they wanted her dead, I don't know what that'll do to her.
She may not be as fragile as you think.
We know our daughter.
See this pin here? It's been pressing directly on her addiction center. It's not her fault, and it's definitely not your fault. She's not who you think she is.